Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih kerana sudi meluangkan masa untuk tugasan universiti kami. Sebelum itu, perkenalkan diri anda, nama, tempat kerja dan pengalaman kerja.
Waalaikumsalam. Saya juga rasa gembira karena anda memilih saya. Dan nama saya Diana Humayra binti Din. Saya bekerja di Zikofi di Mata Bandaya sebagai part-time.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Terima kasih kerana memberi peluang untuk saya interview kepada anda. Jadi, boleh memperkenalkan diri kakak dan juga latar belakang dari segi pendidikan dan juga pekerjaan.
Okey, Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Umi Zulaika binti Sudut Randa dan saya asal dari Muka. Buat masa kini pekerjaan saya adalah sebagai seorang jurutera di sebuah industri di dulu iaitu osteopathus, dan jawatan saya adalah sebagai boardman ataupun dikenali sebagai jurutera produksi. Kalau dalam bahasa Inggeris adalah production engineer. Dan saya punya latar belakang untuk pembelajaran adalah saya pemegang ijazah sarjana muda dalam kejuruteraan mekanikal.
Hi and good day to Dr. Bemen Wong. Today my group will be presenting on assignment 2 labor market challenges and opportunities. My name is Nur Bazila and together with my team members we will analyze the insight gathered from our interviews. To start our presentation, the labor market plays a central role in economic development as it determines how human resources are allocated across industry and sectors. It is closely linked to financial market where employment level and wage condition influence overall economic stability. However, modern labor markets face significant challenges including technological change, skill mismatch and rising inequality. Addressing this issue requires informed policy responses and a deeper understanding of market dynamics. This section examines the key challenges and opportunities present in today's labor market. For the job security components, our analysis revealed a significant difference between the two respondents. For the full-time employee, the first respondent has a high stability status due to the assurance of the permanent contract. However, in terms of the factor of concern, there still is space worry about industry shift and the risk of workforce reduction or layoff. For the economic impact, but they observed that today's competitive labor market will make it difficult to find a new job if they are laid off. Next, for the part-time employee, the second respondent's stability status is moderate to low. Although their work schedule is stable in the short term, the job does not guarantee their future at all. Their biggest concern factor is the risk of company cost-cutting measures. In terms of financial impact, a workforce reduction will lead to cuts in working hours and wages, thereby affecting the ability to cover daily living expenses. In conclusion, both employment sectors face their own unique challenges in maintaining their career security.
A full-time worker who receive a salary sufficient to cover the cost of living usually feel more satisfied with their job. In addition, if the company provides extra benefits such as FPF contribution, health insurance for employers and their family, housing facilities, and company vehicle for commuting, the level of job satisfaction will increase because workers feel more secure, appreciated, and comfortable. Second, a part-time worker usually works to cover daily study expenses and food costs. Although the salary is not very high, part-time job helps students learn to manage their finances and save money. However, part-time workers usually do not receive additional benefit such as bonus given to full-time employees. Even so, they may earn double pay on certain days. For example, during on-event days. On average, the monthly income of part-time workers is around 800 to 1,200 ringgit Malaysia. In conclusion, full-time workers enjoy complex salaries and benefits that increase job satisfaction, while part-time workers gain financial management experience with moderate income but favor additional benefits.
everyone, in this video I'm going to share a comparative analysis focusing on two elements in skill and training. Let us begin with our first respondent from Zeus Coffee. First, looking at her soft skills, she emphasized how her time at Zeus Coffee significantly enhanced her communication and customer service abilities. In a service environment, communication is not just about talking, but it is about the active engagement. She learned how to interact with customers smoothly, ask them about their personal tastes, and recommend the right menu choices based on those preferences. Secondly, she developed critical technical barista skills. This includes mastering the art of creating like latte art, learning how to operate commercial coffee machinery, and most importantly is understanding machine calibration. In the coffee industry, calibration is vital because even a slight change in the machine settings can ruin the test consistency of the coffee served. Now, moving on to the training aspect, she explains that the on-site training provided focus deeply on teamwork and speed. She was trained to work collaboratively within a fast-moving team structure to fulfill customer orders quickly without wasting time. Furthermore, the training extended into vital back-end daily operations such as handling food wastage efficiently and maintaining strict workspace hygiene and cleanliness. Next, let's talk about respondent 2 who works in the heavy technical and industrial sector as a boardman. When I analyzing her video interview, the new skills that she had to master brand new, complex software environment called the Yokogawa system. For those unfamiliar, the Yokogawa system is an advanced industrial control software used to monitor and manage critical plant operations. As a boardman, she is responsible for supervising the operations within the plant, making the mastery of this specific software absolutely mandatory for her day-to-day responsibilities. She also joined the training lasted for an entire week. The main objective of this outstation training was to allow her to study and dissect the Yokogawa system in much greater depth. This structured corporate training reflects how technical industries mitigate risks by investing heavily in off-site focused education to ensure their supervisors can manage critical systems flawlessly. As we can see, both of them have their specialized skill sets to deliver optimal problem-solving outcomes. That's all from me. Thank you.
Moving to the next critical dimension of our assignment that us look into life balance. So achieving a healthy harmony between professional commitment and personal life remain a core determinant of modern job satisfaction. Based on the insightful interview we conduct, we discovered two very interesting yet fascinating perspectives on how work-life balance is navigated in both part-time and full-time employment structure. First, let's look at the experience of our part-time interviewer, who is currently balancing employment alongside their academic responsibilities. Interestingly, the responder report having no significant issue in managing their time. They mentioned that they have established a structured routine to clearly separate work from study. Their working hours are strategically concentrated over the weekends, so on weekdays they only commit to a few hours of work across several days, which ensure that their daily academic obligation and classes are never compromised. Furthermore, what I find impressive is the respondents' level of autonomy and self-awareness. During high-intensity academic weeks such as exam period or assignment deadlines, they deliberately choose not to work on weekdays, on weekends, to ensure that they get adequate rest and avoid burnout. Ultimately, this individual conclude that part-time employment has actually served as a catalyst, teaching them how to manage their time much more efficiently as a student. On the other side, our full-time interviewer offered a different, more corporate perspective. This individual worked within an organizational framework that utilizes a three-shift system, which systematically guarantees them two dedicated rest day every week. The respondent highlight that this structured rotation allows for a well-balanced allocation of time between the personal life and their job. However, the reality of the labor market introduces certain challenge. The respondent openly shared that overtime work is heavily required at the moment. This is because the company is currently expanding and developing a brand new plan, which demand extra hours and effort from the workforce. This specific case reflects a classic labor challenge. Even when a company baseline shift structure support work-life balance, sudden organizational growth and operational demands can temporarily put a strain on employees' personal time. So in conclusion, whether it is through the flexible autonomy practiced by a part-time student or the structured shift patterns of a full-time corporate employer, achieving work-life balance is a continuous process. It requires a mix of personal adaptability and supportive organizational frameworks. That is all from my part. Now I will pass to the floor to my next group member to discuss the impact of automation and future trends. Thank you.
Now let's move to the automation and future trend. Based on our interviews with a part-time worker and a full-time employee, both respondents state that AI has not replaced human workers in their workplace. For the part-time worker, no AI technology is currently implemented. However, the company uses a digital ordering system to facilitate and simplify the order management process. Meanwhile, the full-time employee stated that AI tools such as ChatGPT and Gemini are used to search for information more efficiently. These tools help employees improve productivity, but they do not replace human decision-making and responsibilities. Overall, our findings show that technology and AI currently serve as supporting tools rather than replacing human labor. Looking ahead, the use of AI is expected to continue growing, making digital skills increasingly important for employees to remain competitive in the labor market.
In conclusion, the five-dimensional synthesis demonstrates that the core labor market challenge lies in a rigid systemic trade-off where full-time job security and income demand a severe compromise on work-life balance, while part-time flexibility results in economic vulnerability. However, the ultimate opportunity lies in leveraging automation trends, and equitable skills training to bridge this gap and architect a more sustainable future for the workforce. To conclude, let us look at the broader implication of our findings. By evaluating these five distinct dimensions, our study moves beyond mere contractual differences to directly address the defining labor market challenges and opportunities of the modern economy. When looking at the challenges, our data reveals a rigid, zero-sum dynamic across job security, income and benefits, and also work-life balance. Full-time employers secure economic stability but face a critical challenge is a severous compromise on personal time and high operational stress. On the other hand, part-time employers enjoy their autonomy, but their challenge manifests as financial vulnerability and lack of long-term institutional safety nets. This disparity creates a deeply fragmented workforce. However, this fragmentation also uncovers profound opportunities within automation trends and skills and training. Our findings show that technological tools like AI act as efficiency multipliers rather than direct human replacements. The real opportunity here is to democratize upskilling. By integrating part-time workers into structured technical and corporate training, industry can transform technological disruption into an inclusive driver of productivity. The final is, navigating these labor market challenges and opportunities requires a paradigm shift. Policymakers and industry cannot treat these five elements as isolated variables. True progress means architecting an ecosystem where technological investment and flexible work models do not penalize worker livelihood. So, ensuring that future market opportunities are shared equitably by all. So that's all from us. Thank you, Doctor.